the Irish and the Catholic and the church have never struggled finding cash. You ever see those buildings?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just the pane glass that they put up there.
Stained glass is very nice.
Yeah, it's whatever. Yeah, exactly. So that's going to benefit them. Marcus Freeman's been able to do it. Still got to do school, though.
They got that brand new facility, too, which is unbelievable.
Crazy.
Can turn that out next year if they want another one. Go ahead, Rece.
I was going to say the building that they have now, and what they had before was not what you would expect from Notre Dame. What they have now is industry standard. Now, Oregon's got a great building, a ton of teams in the SEC do, but that place, the Shields family hall there that you're taking the shot through right now is spectacular.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Really nice.
And guess what? They can redo that next year if they want. They can, which is good for them. Marcus Freeman seemingly very comfortable in his position in Notre Dame. He was allegedly offered multiple NFL conversations, turned them down because he's happy with where he's at. There is a lot of heat, though, around a lot of different coaching. AJ has a question for you, Rece.
Yeah, Rece, obviously we know like the massive expectations that placed upon these coaches coaching these big-time programs. I guess if you look around the college football landscape, which coach do you think has like the most sense of urgency this year and, has to win, especially, get out to a hot start?
That's a great question. I think the easy answer, people would say Kalen DeBoer at Alabama, but I don't think his job is in any jeopardy, barring, just some type of empty elevator shaft season. And I don't see that at all. I think they're going to be pretty good. Will they be a playoff team? I don't know, but I think they'll be good. I think probably if you were looking for somebody that has to win, it might be Shane Beamer at South Carolina, and they've had some tough injury luck right now. But I think that they have some of the pieces. I actually believe they're going to win, and if they get healthy, I think they could be one of the surprise teams in the country. So those are a couple of guys that come to mind off the top. So many changes in the SEC a year ago, I'm not sure you're going to see a ton of them there. And historically, there's been a little more patience in most precincts in the Big Ten. So I'm not sure we're going to see quite the coaching turnover market that we've seen in years past. But, any of these guys that don't do well early, if Pete Golding got off to a tough start, something like that, people might say, well, he's never been a head coach and all of that type of thing. But I think for the most part, you're not going to see a lot of change at the top, barring utterly catastrophic season.
I have a sneaky suspicion that Golding's going to be all right. Just
I
from
do
us
too. I agree.
Listening to him talk and the way his team played for him, and he might have the best quarterback in the country. And Winnedad, obviously got another injunction to come back and play, which has kind of just been one of the stories of the offseason. I'm a big believer in Winnedad after watching him live when we had that field pass. He is a Sunday guy. He's a Sunday guy, I think, with his athleticism. Yeah. There's a lot of great quarterbacks at the top. Now, we talked about coaches that could potentially turn over after this season. Interested that you didn't bring up Lincoln Riley there, honestly, at USC, especially because of potential expectations. But the Big Ten is a monster, and it has been certainly, so maybe there's a little bit more reprieve. On that note, at the top, go ahead, Con Man.
Yeah, Rece, you sat down with Coach Cignetti, which was incredible, and just listening to him just talk ball about Fernando and now Hoover being there. Is it kind of out of the realm of possibilities that Indiana's going to go back-to-back? It feels like they might have gotten better, which is crazy to think of with Mendoza being gone and him being the Heisman. But Ohio State, Oregon, Notre Dame, it feels like a lot of other teams are getting that, like, hey, this team's going to win the national championship versus IU. And IU's still a top 10 team. It's not like we're going out on a limb here saying they can win it all. But do you feel that the back-to-back championship possibility is very real?
Oh, 100%. I mean, they've got the attitude, the belief that adding those two guys on defense back from one of the court rulings, and then the guys that they got in the transfer portal on defense to fill some of the holes. Massive mistake I missed on the previous question is obviously Mike Norvell at Florida State's under a lot of heat. He's got to win and play better. So that was a gaffe on my part to overlook.
No, we put you on the spot there. You didn't have a lot of time, and there's a lot of. James Franklin. They were hosting game day.
Yeah.
They were hosting game day. The place was sold out.
Everyone thought.
And then like 3 weeks later, actually fired. So
then he's on game day.
And then he was on game day 4 weeks later. Yeah. So college football is obviously insane. So if you were to hit every coach that could potentially be on the hot seat, we'd never get the show done. So we understand that. But Norvell at Florida State, it feels like that's been a couple years now. Shane Beamer at South Carolina, interesting because we got a chance to go down there, obviously for game day. I didn't know it was like that down there. That place is, I hope they go.
Columbia.
And they should, right? Sellers, quarterback, obviously good. South Carolina's got dogs in their backyard. You know, everybody talks.
Nick Harbor's a great wide receiver. Dylan Stewart is the edge who is not going to be ready for week 1. They just announced, and they got a transfer tackle from NC State. They have the guys. Now their schedule's really hard. Obviously, they're SEC, but they have a chance to go.
Okay, let's talk about the SEC. Everybody's talking Georgia. Obviously, I think it's just because we respect the hell out of Kirby and what he has going on at the quarterback position. LSU, obviously, with Lane Kiffin having an opportunity. Ole Miss can obviously go. A lot of the old guard, though, not really being talked about as much. Go ahead, Tone.
Yeah, Rece, let's talk about the third Saturday in October. Obviously, your alma mater in Bama and Tennessee. They are two of the biggest schools right now who have quarterback battles and very similar quarterback battles into guys that are, I wouldn't say older, but have been around for longer than the 5-star freshmen that they are going up against. Austin Mack and Kalen Russell at Bama, and then Faison Brandon and George McIntyre down or at Tennessee. Have you heard anything about these right now? Because these are two top 15, top 20 teams coming into the season that have not figured out their quarterback yet. So kind of a big deal.
Seems to be trending that both of the guys with the higher upside have made moves in recent days, meaning Faison Brandon at Tennessee and Kalen Russell at Alabama. I think the good news for Alabama anyway is I think this is a win-win proposition. One, because DeBoer always finds productive quarterbacks. And two, I really think Austin Mack has every skill set you would want to be a successful college quarterback and probably a skill set to be successful in the pros. Now, he's got to win a job here or somewhere in the future. But, I mean, this guy, he's got a lot of – I was around him a little bit this summer. I went down and spoke to the team in June, and he oozes leadership and class. I mean, he's the guy that you could get people to rally behind. I think Kalen is a younger guy or – less experienced guy, because Austin Mack's in his 4th year of college football. He's only 20 years old. I mean, he came to Washington at like 16.
Damn.
So I think they're going to be fine regardless of which way they go. Tennessee's a bigger question, but I would say the same thing I'd have said for DeBoer. You could say for Heupel. Whoever plays quarterback for them, they figure it out pretty quickly and have been productive. He has not had a problem finding a productive quarterback.
Rece, I can't wait to see you on the road. We'll see you down in
Likewise.
Baton Rouge, brother. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, guys. Have a great day. See you
That's
guys later.
Emmy award-winning host, Rece Davis.
Yeah, Reese.
Try to knock me off my feet, still standing with more money than I came with. Hot damn, took a loss, but I'm still up. Gambling man, betting all the chips that I got left.